Because sometimes I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Sometimes I'll be like, am I ever gonna give again? Give again. I want someone that understands the like flow of energy. You're a grown ass fucking man. You should know. Welcome to Goddess Next Door. Hey girl, I've been wanting to chat. Oh my god, my voice. I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute, about me being celibate for like 2 years. And I'm sorry, my voice is cracky, but I've been wanting to talk about it because this is the longest that I've ever been celibate for. If you have been celibate as long as I have or longer, let's cheers. Cheers. I personally believe when it comes to being celibate, it's like taking your power back, especially as a woman. I am currently working on a project. I'm working on my Webtoons right now. I'm gonna like talk to y'all and like finish this project if you don't mind. Point blank period, I have been celibate for 2 years now by choice. And I'm gonna kind of just share why I've been celibate and the reason to why I went celibate and if I will continue being celibate. So the reason that I chose to go celibate, there was this person I had met when I like kind of first like moved out here, and I met him through I think like Hinge. And it was a moment that I realized that I needed to like heal. I'm not gonna go into like the depths of it, but point blank period, from a past partner I was with, he kind of made me a certain way. And when I was with this person, I was saying to them, I was like, listen, if I don't want to do anything, like I mean it, like just honor what I say. And he said, okay. And then I like took that back, and he literally like reassured me, and he was like, no, you said we're not going to do anything. We're not going to do anything. And that was a moment that won so much respect to that man. But overall, it was like, oh shit, like I gotta work on myself because this is a problem. And I didn't know. So that's kind of what was the spiral to me going celibate. Was I expecting to go this long? Yeah. I was not expecting to go this long of celibacy. But the second thing that comes to mind as well when it comes to like my celibacy journey, I'm gonna be really honest with y'all. I don't really even like men. One, I am not straight. Number two, I realize I have to really, 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 really.
A few hours later.
Really, really, really like a guy. Like I said with the last guy, the fact that he respected my wishes and he wasn't like weird about it, like I said, it made me step back. And because of that, I just like personally feel like, oh, that just clicked in my mind. So I realized for myself, I feel like with the male species specifically, I feel like I'm always teaching them when it comes to sacred energy exchange and understanding the depths of sex, which is sacred energy. It's just like, ugh, like I'm so sick of like explaining and teaching and all that and more. I think the biggest thing for me, this is why personally in my experience of being with women, they know so much more. Not all of them, but a lot of women know a lot more when it comes to the depths of sacred energy and understanding that. I remember this like one girl that I was with, and we were talking about like Reiki and Shibari. Funny enough, one of my students that I taught, she did Reiki, and she was telling me that as she was doing like Reiki, she was like, you have really good flow of energy. Now, mind you, I was like, I don't know what the hell this girl is talking about because my life was kind of like in shambles in a way, but like it was in shambles, but it was odd because it was like all over the place, but I was fucking with an artist at the time, and I was just like, I don't know, it was just really weird. So anyway, the girl that I'm actually talking about, I met through the artist, and we were talking about Reiki and Shibari. She had said, like, yeah, like I've done Reiki before, and she was talking about her sacral chakra being like stuck. And I remember the girl that was doing Reiki on me had said that a lot of women have stuck or like energy in their sacral chakra. And you know, she explained why, and it was because, you know, trauma and all that stuff and more. And she was like, you have a really good flow because you're constantly moving your body. So with that, I think that's another reason to why I feel like for myself, like I would rather be physical with a woman, because they understand that, where men don't. And they really don't. At least the ones that I've kind of noticed or talked to, and I probably just need to completely pivot, go into a different direction of men that are more fit based and actually work out and move their body. Because I feel like guys that don't, not all of them, it's just like the ones that don't move their bodies, don't stretch or anything or work out, it just seems like they have stagnant energy, or they don't really know much. They're not like movement. I don't even know if that makes sense. I want someone that understands the like flow of energy. That's what I'm trying to say, is the flow of energy. I don't want to teach them anymore, and I shouldn't have to. You're a grown ass fucking man, you should know. And that's why I also feel like in this period of my life, I'm gonna take off these glasses, like in this period of my life, like, do I miss it? That's the weird part, y'all. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. Do I miss it? Do I miss the physicality of someone? Yeah. I would be lying to say no, I don't miss it, but I would also not be telling the full truth if I say yes as well. And I think the reason to why that is, I can honestly say that I've had a great sex life, because when I have talked to other women, it's actually really sad. And this is also the reason why I've always been very particular about the guys that I lay down with, because pretty much every partner that I've been with, they have gotten me to the point of orgasm. Not that that's really the point. That's not the point. It's about being with each other. And that's what I'm sitting here saying, like with the guys that I have been with. Don't give me no, don't bring me back to flashbacks, because I'm talking about this. There was one guy, I'm gonna just call him Scorpio, because he was a Scorpio, and he was the first like guy that I met. Okay, maybe the third, actually. One guy was like long-term, like it was in a long-term relationship. But Scorpio, he was like the first guy he did shibari on me. I'm not gonna tell y'all that story, but he did shibari on me. And he was someone that was very self-aware of sacred energy, the Kama Sutra, and all that stuff and more. I was like, oh, like I don't have to teach this guy. And baby, I am not gonna hold you. He was one of the best partners I've ever had. With that being said, like I didn't want to date him, because I had just kind of gotten out of a relationship, and I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. I realized for myself, I feel like in this period of my life right now, like, yes, I do miss being with someone, but it's not just sex, obviously. What I want, and I want to make this clear, I'm not like waiting for like the one. You're watching this and you're like, well, what's the reason? Like, are you waiting for the right guy or the right girl or whatever? Honestly, I'm not waiting for anything. Personally, I want to give my power back to myself. That's why I say, like, I may go 3 years. And if I meet someone, I meet someone. I'm not, like, against it. I'm not doing it where I'm like, oh, I want to get married and da-da-da. Don't really care about marriage. Don't really care about kids. Like, I'm not interested in any of that shit. Right now, all that I'm really focusing on is giving my power back to myself to create the life that I truly desire. That's it. Why would I really give my energy out to someone else? Because another thing, I met this person. She was literally saying to me, she was like, you have so much power. And I think this was actually 8 months into my celibacy journey and whatever. And I was like, yeah, because I'm literally not sharing it with anybody. Like, I literally have no friends. I do talk to my friends over the phone and shit like that. But I physically am just like around my family. Like, I don't give my energy to anybody other than teaching in my classes. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is like sexual energy I'm putting into projects right now, because I really want to build the life that I truly want. And I'm not in a place mentally where I want to give that to anybody. Now, if I meet someone, okay, great. And again, do I miss the physicality? Do I miss, touch and all that stuff and more? Of course I do. It doesn't really weigh out what it is that I truly want more so. Right now, my current situation of living back home, I think that's kind of another reason where I'm just like, I'm just ready to get the fuck out of here. And that's really, I feel like, why I've been celibate for so long. Because I'm trying to look for work right now. I just want to put my energy into my projects because I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. And then once I'm out of here, then probably be more open to it. Because I say this all the time to myself. If I was in LA, baby, my back would be blown out. I think another thing, this is very random, and I'm gonna kind of end the video like here because I can yap about this. But I feel like if I am physical with people out here in a place that I don't really want to be, and I'm just gonna put this as a grain of salt even to myself, where I feel like it would bind me here in a way where I feel like someone would get, I'm very straightforward. I would tell somebody, listen, we are just, that's it. There's nothing more to this. That's all we're doing. And I have done it to plenty of guys. Because I'm like, I don't like y'all like that. I'm just here. And that's it. Do not get in your feelings. If you do, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like y'all like that. But I feel like that's kind of another reason why I don't want to deal with it, because I'm like, what if I do? We can talk about it in the beginning, but I think in the sense, and I feel like I've kind of been here where I have talked about it with someone in the beginning, but I could tell that they actually two, and I don't fuck with guys that don't like me. Number one. Number two, but when I learned and figured out that I was like, oh, they in a little deeper, I gotta bounce. And I'm not afraid of commitment or anything like that. Just at the time, I was like, I made it clear to them. I'm like, this is what it is. Don't think anything else. But I can tell that they wanted more, and I bounced. I will admit there's one guy that I felt really bad because I was kind of mean, but I was a totally different person at the time. But I feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. But point blank period is like here, I just don't think I want to deal with that at all. But even if it did come, like if there's a situation that comes and I meet someone and like we just vibe and they're on the same energy, wavelength, whatever, who knows? You know what I mean? But I really can't see that out here. I don't go nowhere, number one. I've tried the apps and I'm kind of on an app right now. It's not biting for me. Anyway, I enjoy being celibate because I'm learning myself, I'm learning my body in a different way. And I think it's important because I feel like I have healed myself from past experience with the creature of the night, I'm just gonna say. But I'm okay and I'm content. And I feel like being celibate, I think it depends mentally, because some people will be like, oh, it's so hard, it's this and that. It's only hard when you don't face your traumas and you don't really know how hypersexual you are because of that thing. Once you start to dive deep, then you'll fully understand why you... Damn, it's already time to go to bed. All right, my alarm just went off. But anyway, I think that's one of the things that I do want to say. It's like going celibate is learning yourself, learning your traumas, and dismantling them and unlearning them. Because I'm going to be honest with you, like, I don't know how I'm going to be now. All I'm going to say is the person ain't going to be ready for me. But then I may not be ready for them. I don't know. But point blank period, when the time comes, because sometimes I ain't going to lie to y'all. Sometimes I'll be like, am I ever going to get fucked again? Am I ever going to get fucked again? I know it will happen, just not right now. And I know when it does happen, it's going to be back to back to back to back to back for months, 6 months at least. Because I ain't going to be physical with someone one time and that's it. That ain't happening. Anyway, I got to get ready for bed. I hope this was helpful to somebody. Thank you for being here. Bye. Hi, it's Audie here. Check out my latest episode. Or catch up on one of my recent series. This is Goddess Next Door. Now, let's vibe out.